Welcome to another RSR. Tonight we are reviewing Chelsea FC 5, Shamrock Rovers FC 1 in the UEFA Conference League 2024-25 League Phase Match 6. Chelsea 6 wins of 6, 18 points of 18, tops the table, the best team in the Conference League. Of course they are. Why wouldn't they be? And this is the season finale of RSR6, the final episode, match we cover and review of the year. We'll have the best of reel after my thank yous, but we will do about 10-15 minutes talking about this match plus the thank yous. The best of reel will be there and all that. But it is the season finale. The final match we will review this year is Chelsea vs. Shamrock Rovers, and what a match it was to review. Goals were scored as follows. 22nd minute, Mark Girault. Horrible defensive play by Shamrock Rovers. Plays it past their own goalkeeper. Mark Girault runs onto it, bodies it in. 1-0. Good goal for him. He's been on fire in the Conference League as of late. He's playing really well, Mark Girault. Very well. 25th minute, Marcus Poom scores. Ball's crossed in. Off the corner kick. Ball is played down to Marcus Poom. He bangs it in off the Chelsea player. It does deflect, but into the net. 25th minute, 1-1. Shamrock Rovers up to that point were very even. It was a very even game. Shamrock Rovers were not afraid to play Chelsea, but they were the masters of their own undoing to a certain extent, because all four of the goals were defensive mistakes. One of them was just a really good header against. And even Chelsea made a mistake on the corner that led to Poom's goal. They made a mistake there that led to that being a goal. So really, 5 of the 6 goals in this match were defensive lapses that led to those goals on both sides. But Mark Girault scores. 34th minute, another mistake. Bad back pass. Plays past the keeper once again. Mark Girault gets to it, rounds the keeper, slots it in. Across the net, goes into the far side. 34th minute, 2-1. Good goal by Mark Girault. Very interesting, but he gets the goal. 2-1. Kieran Dewsbury-Hall scores in the 39th minute. Finds a way to slot it home. 3-1, Kieran Dewsbury-Hall. 45 plus 3, Mark Girault with a header, ball crossed in. He heads it in right at the end of stoppage time to make it 4-1. It goes straight to halftime, 4-1 Chelsea. 59th minute, Mark Cucurella scores. Dewsbury-Hall and Mark Girault are big parts of this goal. Christopher Nkunku is as well. Dewsbury-Hall plays it to Girault. Girault plays it to Dewsbury-Hall. Dewsbury-Hall plays it to Nkunku. Nkunku plays it to Cucurella. He slots it into the near post to him, just barely into the net. 5-1, goal for Mark Cucurella, 59th minute. Pretty good finish by him, ironically enough. I didn't expect it, but he gets it. Good goal for Mark Cucurella. Full time. The next 31 minutes plus stoppage time is nothing to speak of. 5-1 full time. Chelsea wins the match. As easy as you like. Pretty damn simple, all things considered. Full-time stats are as follows. 20 shots to 6. 10 shots on goal to 4. 73% possession to 27% possession. 719 passes to 259. 91% pass accuracy to 76% pass accuracy. 7 fouls to 12. 0 offside to 1. 0 yellow cards to 2. 0 red cards to 0. 7 corners to 3. With that being said, Chelsea dominated this match. For pretty much the whole game, they dominated this match. The first 25 minutes, yes, Shamrock Rovers did step to them and say, hey, we're not afraid of you. We're not afraid to play you. We're not afraid to go against you. We're not afraid to step to you. All that. They tried their best. Shamrock Rovers has had a really good Conference League run up until this point. They had a very good run. Strong run. Won some games they shouldn't. Yes, they played teams at their level, maybe a little bit above. But they had a really good run. They're still in the knockout stages, even after this. They had a really good run, and they stepped up to Chelsea like, hey, we've played good for 5 matches. Y'all played better, but we're not afraid of you. And then they make 4 defensive mistakes that lead to them losing the game. I will say 5 goals against doesn't look so bad when you think about it. When it comes down to it, they did exactly what they were supposed to do, but in the end, they still made 4 mistakes out of 5 that lead to goals against. The header was pretty damn quality by Girault, but what can you do? What can you do? It was very quality, that header, but other than that, 4 mistakes from Shamrock Rovers, 1 from Chelsea. 5 of the 6 goals were off defensive lapses. Wasn't pretty. I wouldn't say it was pretty. Of course, the Dewsbury Hall goal was blocked straight to him. He takes the shot, bangs it home. Of course, that was a mistake there. The Cucurella goal, sort of a mistake, at least to let Cucurella get the shot off. Yes, it was good link-up play, but sort of a mistake to let the shot off. The 2 Girault goals before the header, definitely mistakes. The goal for Shamrock, mistake with the deflection and all that. 5-1's a good finish for Chelsea, though. I think they could have won by more, especially if those first 24 minutes weren't so tough. They had to build into the game and basically break them. They could have had more. And even then, they didn't really go for more after the 5th goal. They were just fine with it. There was no way they were losing that first place spot. They felt a bit comfortable. Just play the game out. Don't get hurt. Simple. Finished it within 60 minutes. They're through 18 points out of 18. 6 wins out of 6 in the Conference League phase. First in the table, top of the table. And they're second in the Premier League, too. Yes, they're in a title race. So I don't know why you would say they're not. But, okay, fine. But man of the match for me, Mark Girault. Hat trick, of course you get man of the match. Was it? It was striker taking goals. It was well-taken goals. Even if they were mistakes that led to him scoring, they were well-taken goals. Somebody's got to finish them. Timo Werner would have never finished them. So that's that for you. Timo Werner would have never finished those goals. Yeah, the striker that would finish them. And Mark Girault's what, 19? And he finished those? Kind of reminds me of Diego Costa. He ain't afraid to get down and dirty. So, Mark Girault, all the respect to you. Chelsea wins a dominant game. There really ain't much to talk about. This isn't really that good of a finale review. There ain't much to talk about. They dominated. They dominated, kicked Shamrock's ass as they've kicked everybody's ass in this tournament so far, and probably will keep kicking everybody's ass. And still, honestly, in the league, they've kicked everybody's ass except Man City. But they're second, so. Sucks they got Man City so early. Hopefully when they play a second time, Chelsea can win that match. That'd be awesome if they could. I think they can. But with that being said, Chelsea top of the table in the Conference League. They're rolling. We'll see who they play in the round of 16. Tomorrow would be the knockout round draw, playoff draw. I won't be live for that because this is the season finale, but I'll be watching. We'll see what 2 teams, what 2 paths they could get. Who gets drawn into those ties of those 2 paths. And then we'll see the round of 16 draw after the knockout round playoff. Then we'll see where Chelsea does get drawn. But you kind of know what it looks like. Even after the knockout round playoff draw. You could kind of write it down and play it out-ish. So, with the way they draw them. So, there you go. It'll be interesting, but I think they're the favorites. They're going to walk this tournament for the most part. I wonder if they will put Cole Palmer in the squad and all the bigger players for the knockout rounds. I would hope so. And any January signings, I would hope so. But we're going to find out. We'll see, but that means the book is closed. That means the review portion of RSR6 is over. Now for some thank yous. Thank you, everybody who has watched this season, whether it has been the streams, whether it has been the videos. I thank you all for being here, enjoying this time with me and the greater audience. We've had a really good year when it comes to streams and videos. We've had a fun year, an enjoyable year, an interesting year. This year's just been really good for me in general throughout life. I've had a really good 2024, a very happy 2024. Things that are beyond my wildest dreams. this year has been a beacon for that. This year is a beacon of light. It's been amazing. And I'm happy. I'm happy where we are. I'm happy how we're doing. It's been fun. It's been enjoyable. It's honestly been full of smiles. It's been full of laughs. It's been full of everything positive across the sun and across the world positive. And that's a good thing. That's a good thing because I feel happy. I feel content. I feel fulfilled. We've had a really good season of RSR and Watch a Match. Just a really good 2024 in general. We'll see what 2025 brings, but I have a good feeling about 2025 being an awesome year. Maybe even more unexpected than what we had this year. I feel like 2025 is going to be fun. I don't know how good it'll be, but it'll be fun. That's all that matters. There will be more smiles. There will be more laughs. We'll see what happens. We'll see what happens in 2025, but I'm feeling good. Let's see if that continues. I feel like it will, but take it one day at a time. Take it one moment at a time. But with that being said, thank you all for being here. I've enjoyed every single moment of this year. Whether it has been the content, whether it's just been life, I've enjoyed 2024. And y'all are a big part of that. So, it's been good. Let's keep the energy moving to 2025. A Merry Christmas to all, a Happy Hanukkah, a Happy Kwanzaa, a Happy New Year to all. This is the last RSR of the season. And I want to see everybody have a happy holidays, great gifts, great time with family, amazing food. Enjoy your holidays, whatever you celebrate. Have a happy new year. Have a blessed and wonderful end to your year and a start to 2025. With that being said, now that the thank yous are over, now that the review's over, it's time for the best of reel of RSR6. That'll be going in seconds. I hope you enjoy the best moments of 2024 RSR6 of this season, of the 2024 sixth season of RSR. I hope you enjoy all these moments because I enjoyed them too. There's a lot of them. That's most of this video, but I hope you enjoy those moments. Again, I will see you later. I will see you on Christmas Eve for my top 50 songs list live stream about 8 o'clock Central, I would say, 8 o'clock p.m. Central. On Christmas Day evening, probably 7:30, 8 o'clock Central, we'll have the best of Watch a Match Season 4 reel. That'll be out as your Christmas present, plus a Christmas message short in the morning, of course. New Year's Day, you will get the RSR6 best of reel as a standalone video, but I hope you watch it now as well. So we have a couple of year-end content to go, stuff for the Dynasty Stars as well. But with that being said, Merry Christmas, Happy Hanukkah, Happy Kwanzaa, Happy Holidays, Happy New Year. Enjoy the best of reel. That's the end of RSR6. Let's start looking back. I'm Ryan and I'm out. Peace. See you later. Enjoy the past. That did not help either. At all. The wide receivers that were so great kept dropping balls like it was New Year's Eve. I wasn't happy with that, I can tell you that much. Let me tell you, the Washington defense was playing slots, and they got damn near the jackpot. They tag in the offense, you know what happens? The freaking offense goes all in and busts out. Bar, because let's remember, this is the National Championship Casino, where you go to casino, spend all your money, watch all your money, disappear. And all you win is championships and blood diamonds. Blood diamonds. Even though that defense, even though that team basically beat Japan with a wooden stick like a annoying playground bully, and you just don't fight back until it's way too late, that's pretty much what it is for me. I mean, yeah. But the Bills, they're cursed. Like, there's no other way to say it, but then they're cursed. Because first quarter, they were bullying that Chiefs defense with the run. They legitimately were. Second quarter, same. Third quarter, they did pretty well. Fourth quarter, they turtled at the worst possible time. And the Chiefs were getting hot. And then, again, wide right. Once again, 30-some odd years later, wide right happens again. But this time in Orchard Park. Even worse. Even worse, to be honest. The Bills are legitimately cursed. I don't know why. Yeah, the answers to your test are going to get you a C-, not an A like you think, because you didn't study. You're just filling in random bubbles on the Scantron and hoping you frickin' hit. That's not how you get an A or A+. That's how you get a C-. Yeah, you still passed, but did you do what you wanted? No. You wanted that A+. Should have studied more. Should have crammed. Well, actually. Well, yeah, I guess Messi and Franz is the equality to cramming and then doing the Scantron trick, because then you forget half the shit the next morning. Yeah, that's what you did. Yeah, good job. My hand is right here. Like, if this is the panic button, my hand's like right here. Like, it's about ready to just go. My hand's right here. Like, it's right here. Like, it's about to, like, it's touching. No whammies, and stop. Smash that panic button. Though the losers may try, no one makes pizza pie like the whammy. Oh. Exactly. And I think they're going to learn from that Al Nassr game that things don't come easy. You can't hurry wins. You can't hurry love, and you can't hurry wins. The Supremes should have added that, shouldn't they have? It's a game of give and take. Nobody knows Motown. That one probably flopped. I know that joke probably flopped, but I don't care. I love Motown. With that being said, if y'all know the Supremes, I'm going to be shocked. I never miss one of those simulcasts because, again, I grew up a kid who was favored the slime and the orange and the silver ball. Nobody remembers that logo. I'm still not old enough for that logo, but that logo's cool. Which I sort of referenced on my Instagram post before the Super Bowl. If you know, you know. Come along, we can find a world of magic. Come along, we can make the world your friend. Super Bowl in the air, see it shine everywhere. Chiefs are, Chiefs are, Chiefs are. The Chiefs are the champions. And but besides, it's also Boston Tea Party kit. Nothing to me, nothing that shirt says Boston Tea Party to me. You could have put a tea crate on there, a tea bag, or a tea cup. Or just Master Chief, and I would accept it. That says nothing about Paul Revere, the Boston Tea Party, or nothing. So as a history buff, I also don't like the name. You could have said, oh, something revolution-wise without Boston Tea Party, and I'd be like, okay, yeah, that knocks it up maybe a spot or two. I also hate the name. As a history buff, no, it says nothing to me about the Boston Tea Party. Nothing about the Haba. Nothing about tea box, tea crates, tea bags. It's just a poor imitation of Toronto FC's kit from last year with vertical stripes instead of hoops. And a couple of differences. It really is. It really is. With all the craziness that goes on in this tournament, it's crazy. There's a lot of shithousing. There's a lot of everything. It's like, let's make a deal. One place you got a zonk, one place you got a great moment. When you don't understand that, you don't understand it. And it just ruins your bearings. Because in MLS, it's not as crazy. Now you could say, but they were playing an MLS side. I don't care if you're playing the side from the same league as you. I don't care. There's always a craziness element to this tournament. There's always an element to this tournament where it's like, are you sure? If you look at the scoreline, it doesn't tell you the whole story. Actually, you know what? Casuals, I have something to tell you. We're going to paper pop it. The scoreline doesn't tell you the whole story. Another paper pop for good measure. It doesn't tell you the whole story. Listen, it just doesn't. Because sometimes the scoreline is just like, damn. But it's not. It's not. Independiente defended well. They did get caught out 3 times. Honestly, 4 with the offside. 4 times caught out. They got scored on all 4 of those. And then one of them didn't count because offside, but it still went to the back of the net. So suffice it to say, they got scored on 4 times, getting caught out 4 times. Davy Flores again. Davy Flores again. Absolutely immense. Immense. I told you this guy is him. I told you, well, I didn't say he was him, but I said he could play well in MLS back in 2020. No, I'm right, but it's not just he can play well in MLS. He is him. Michael Bradley was never this good. I don't care what you have to say. Prime Bradley was good. Yes. Was he ever a bulldog? A pit bull? Like Davy Flores? Hell no. In the past 3-4 years, Bradley was just a chihuahua. He wasn't no pit bull or bulldog or even a Doberman. Nah, he was a chihuahua. Davy Flores is a pit bull dog. Man is a dog. D-A-W-G. He got that dog inside of him. Man. That's the type of signing I would have made if I was manager. John Herdman was right on the money there. There we go. There we go. What a player Davy Flores is. And he's not even man of the match this time. Of course, the refs are going to go offside calls and inside job. Ochoa's good with reflexes. He's getting older. He's not as good as he once was, but he's good once as he ever was, or at least we thought so. Not anymore. We'll get there. But I want to throw a Toby Keith reference in there. Courtesy of the red, white, and blue. Because it made you think you still had gas in the tank when it was still getting very, very close to E, and then you finally let it hit E, unbeknownst, and you're still somehow driving, but that freaking muffler is coughing out dark smoke. Exhaust fumes. Yeah, there we go. Dark smoke, exhaust fumes. That freaking exhaust pipe is coughing. Put gas in that car. You have the gas. Take the tank. Take the canister out of your freaking, what's the word? Boot, trunk, and pour that damn thing in the gas container. You have the container, pour it in the tank. Get out your trunk, pour it in the tank. You have a chance. Not here, but in Liga MX. 37th minute, Duncan McGuire, ball gets crossed into him by Facundo Torres. Duncan McGuire taps it home, just onside, taps it home, 1-0 Orlando. Of course, he dunks on us because he's Duncan McGuire. Orlando runs on him. Let's do what we got to do. And that's basically what they did. Almada played it well. The team played it well. It wasn't probably fun for Pachuca fans for 70 minutes, having a high heart rate and damn near probably having a heart attack. But, you know, you do what you do. America fans, they were crying the whole time, and they still are. I haven't read the Liga MX Reddit thread yet, but I'm sure they're still crying. I'm sure Sebi Salazar and his primo is crying too. If not now, we'll be crying on Thursday. It makes no sense. The more I talk, the more I'm like, you know what? Maybe he should be fired tomorrow. Maybe he should not coach La Liga. But I just don't see how smart it is to say, you know what, we're shooting you into the sun right now. Screw 2 weeks, we're shooting you in there now. You're gone now. We ain't waiting 2 weeks to drop the guillotine on your head. You're getting it dropped now. Get out of here. You make Boston bleed, they're going to beat your ass. The Leafs, you make them bleed, they're like, I need gauze, wrap it up, I'm scared. Don't cut off my arm. Don't brain me with an aluminum bat. Oh no. Oh no. I'm hurt. They don't fight like warriors. They turtle. When you make them bleed, they die. And you could say, but they were already dead. Yes, they were. You think about it, you're like, okay, I've seen this before as a Toronto fan. Like, really, this game was just forms of PTSD for me, considering Vanny coaches the Galaxy, Stephen Fry is still the Seattle goalkeeper. Like, it's basically like, oh, the ghost of Christmas past. That's exactly what this is. Man, I know how that feels. With that being said, the ghost of Christmas past. I'm not a master at physics, but I do know if there was no scrape, it's like a hurricane. A hurricane hits land. It's going to weaken. And it's going to be very hard for it to get back to that peak strength while it's back over water getting closer to, say, New Orleans or Houston. But Cuba had to take the brunt of it. It's happened before. Probably happen again this year. Seriously, I mean, it's going to be a crazy hurricane season. Like, I have half a mind to do tropical updates on this channel with how the hurricane season might just end up this year. I have half a mind to do it. I may. But, again, it's like a strong hurricane hitting Cuba on its way to New Orleans. Gustav style, right? It weakens to the point where it's not going to get back to that Cat 4 strength going into New Orleans. Cuba took the shot for New Orleans. Well, the worst of it. Point being is the ball going through Meyer's hands was Cuba. The post was New Orleans. The no goal was the fact that nothing bad happened, you know? Yeah, I've been watching old hurricane coverage. What do you ask? Bringing up Gustav, what do you ask? This is a perfect game. This was the perfect game. This is a party. I wish I had a Cubano. Like, I'm not a smoker. I don't probably want to smoke cigars, but I will smoke the Montreal pack. I wish I had a Cubano to smoke the Montreal pack, but I don't. Even though I'd probably cough up a storm, I want to smoke the Montreal pack because Toronto smoked the Montreal pack. Well, even if it was a blunt, I'd still be coughing up a storm. Either way, I mean, after a game like this, you have to smoke the pack. You have to smoke the pack, don't you? R.I.P. bozos, smoking the Montreal pack. I kind of want to hear about what the severe weather or the storms were like out there. So, if you're in Montreal and watching this, you could also comment storm reports because I'd gladly like to hear them. You may not have ever heard that from anybody else, but you could talk about the match. You could tell me storm reports if you're in the city or in the surrounding area. Please. I would gladly thank you. I want to hear what happened. Squall warning. Really, it's just a special weather statement. But with that being said, rain delay. Referee asking, what color is my shirt? And then the answer would be, tienes una camisa amarilla y una pinche cabezota. Because he was calling everything for Club America tonight. Televisa acting like the damn hamburglar. Robble. Te va robar la copa. Te va robar la copa. That's what they did. You know what we're going to do now? After this result? We're going to go to Argentina. We're going to beat Argentina. We're going to beat Chile. We're going to beat Peru. We're going to beat Uruguay. We're going to beat Uruguay. May have to beat Argentina again, but we're going to go to the Copa America final and win the Copa. Yeah! Even if John Herdman told him, let me cook, You know what he's cooking? KD. Mac and cheese out of the box. So he could stir up mac and cheese out of the box, and it ain't even Velveeta. Hell, he don't even have the mac and cheese you put on a casserole dish. Buddy, I could make KD. Easy Mac. I can make it. Anybody can. Can you make a beef Wellington? Can you cook a chicken fried steak? I don't think so. I could cook a chicken fried steak. Hell, I could probably make an okay Wellington. I've never tried it, but I probably could. But I know I can make a chicken fried steak. You can't. So what are you cooking? Box mac and cheese. KD. All right. You ain't cooking nothing. You ain't cooking nothing, is my point. Cook a Wellington. Cook a chicken fried steak. Or something or other. Make a gumbo. Jambalaya. Risotto. Anything. More than KD. One thing. There's instructions on the box, buddy. Anybody can follow instructions. Anybody can boil water. Boil pasta. Hell, you probably don't even salt the water, don't you? Munja cake. All right, you don't even salt the water, don't you? Cake avolo. Listen. Listen. So all you can cook is boiled noodles and boiled water with cheese sauce and butter. Or margarine if that's what you prefer. That's all you can do. All right. We need somebody who could cook a beef Wellington, a chicken fried steak, a risotto, who could also cook KD if needed. But you need multiple plans is my point. If you didn't get it, you need multiple plans. You need multiple recipes. You only have one. What is that? Attack, attack, attack. Unless you're losing and we just want a result, then drop back. You don't even know what you want to do. Right? This game was absolutely boring. I wanted to poke my eyes out. I wanted to poke my eyes out. No joke. If you get a BB gun for Christmas, you might shoot your eye out. I wanted to poke my eyes out watching this game. Fragile. This game was fragile. Must be Italian. I would rather stare at a leg lamp for 90 minutes than watch this game. I want 90 minutes of my life back. I should have watched all of Game 6 of the Stanley Cup Final than this bullshit. I would have probably had a better stream if I watched the Stanley Cup Final. Go Big Ol'. But also, it doesn't hurt that Peru came kicking us down with axes and Joe Chin's chains like we were cherry trees. Never use Joe Chin's chains for them, no! 'Cause you can't take Canada down with pansy-ass chainsaw chains. Woo, baby! You can't do it. You can't do it. You had us rocking. You had your moments. You had us scared. But guess what? It wasn't enough. It wasn't enough. We sat back. We got back into it. Second half, we get the advantage, the man advantage. Could have been more. Probably should have been more. Don't care. 3 points. It's called a win. You don't have it. We do. Do you have it? You may have guts. You don't have the win. Everything about Mexico is a fraudulent pyramid scheme. It's a pyramid scheme. Fraud, 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 fraud. Everything you look at, everywhere you look, everywhere is a fraud, a fraudulence group team. Everywhere you look, everywhere there's a place. They're gonna go in the USA to break your heart. Well, we won't stop there, you'll be all alone. We're not going to carry you home. We'll disappoint you. That's what it is. But I don't know. This federation is so damn dumb and so nepotistic that you might just stay instead of being behind a Burger King counter singing, ding, fries are done, ding, fries are done, I gotta run, I gotta run. I work at Burger King making Flamboy Whoppers, I wear paper hats. Would you like an apple pie with that? Would you like an apple pie with that? That's what you should be doing. You couldn't buy your sneakers no more, but hey, at least you look better above that because you'd stop looking like a hobo. You'd have to wear a polo shirt and some better pants that are probably jeans instead of your t-shirt and sweatpants. Because you spend all your money on your damn shoes. Woker on hell, misses the penalty. Saved by Crepeau. Maximum Crepeau. Once again, still 3-3, 3-3. Like, to me, if I was the manager, I don't care if your wounds are reopening from last year. I'm going to take a hot glue gun, some staples, and some tough love, and I'm closing those damn wounds. Because the sutures are coming out. Those weren't tough enough, I guess, and you're out of sutures. Well, I got an idea. I'm going to go take a staple gun, or just a stapler, a hot glue gun, and some tough love, and we're closing those damn wounds. That's all. That's basically what you deserve at this point. With that being said, there's a hole in Quebec that they call Montreal. Go to hell, Montreal, go to hell. More clinical, but France was. They played very well against New Zealand and Guinea. The one match that matters are the four. They come up, bar. Bust. Like it's Vegas. Go to Paris, spend all your money, watch all your money disappear. That's what happened. They got owned. Owned, I tell you. I think this calls for a couple of chants, really. Da da da, hey TFC, da da da, hey TFC, da da da, hey TFC. We just beat the hell out of you. Red and white. Fight, Toronto FC, woo, damn right. What's that coming down the track? It's the salty dogs and the red and white. Ain't nothing finer in the land than beating the Conca champs. Go Reds, go Reds, go Reds, go Reds. Sick 'em, hoo, 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 hoo. Let's go! Let's go! Big win! Funny story. I'm going to put this in here. I was wearing Met stuff at the games and front row in the green seats, right? Fred Bird comes over. I go to fist bump him. He's like, I'm watching you, like, because I was wearing Met stuff. He's like, no. And I'm like, I like both teams. I'm just wearing Met stuff because my friend sent me the jersey, which I would have wore Met stuff the first time. He doesn't know that because we didn't even get out to the field because it was a redo. I was like, hey, my friend sent me this. It's his fault. You know? Like, in jest. Right? But I still fist bumped him. He was like, I'm watching you. Type thing. It was like, it was funny. It was funny. Let's laugh at the lay old Maple Leafs. You suck. John Cadiz always offside. Bava sucks. Should have never fired Larcamon, eh? Should have never done that. Armis still owns your ass. You may be CONCACAF champions once. Armis still owns your ass. Good for you. Hat flick number 2. Well, just look at this. You couldn't let me have the fact it was funny that it was 3-0? You lost to Seattle at CenturyLink Field, but 4-0 this time. You couldn't let me have the fact it was funny, it was 3. If you're going to be fraudulent, really? You couldn't let me have that fact it would have been funny? You lost again up there, 3-0? least you tried last time. You didn't tonight. There's another hat flick for you. Because they were like, oh, the wind's out of your sails. We'll throw the knockout blow. Finish him. Rip him apart. For the crime of tying us at home, I sentence you to death. Instead of the eye, you know. And just rip them apart. That's what they did. Finish them. Rip them apart. Guts flying out. Spine flying out. Blood flying out. That's what they did to LAFC. And Cucho's like, I'm going to give it to Jason. You rip him in half. Mortal Kombat style. Mr. Jester's smiling friend style. You rip him in half. Spamtopia style. Boom. I'll let you do it. Because you should have got the header. You deserve a goal. Boom. Game over. It was like a 30-pound medicine ball that man threw. He threw it like, bling, bling, like just limp wrist throw. Like a basketball, but limp wristed. Like a 30-pound medicine ball. You're going to break your wrists. You're going to go to Snap City, kid. Are you doing CrossFit? You doing CrossFit? Going to break your wrist. Look at the flick of that wrist. Snap City. I hope your wrist is okay. Or did you go to Snap City? Because you finally chose to be unselfish? And it backfired on you worse than frickin' Wile E. Coyote's frickin' gimmicks? It backfired on you worse than an Acme bomb! Get out of here! Leave! Go! Go to Saudi! Hell, we should trade you to Nashville and bring back Schaffelberg. Jesus Christ. I'm done with Insigne. I'm done with him. As soon as you get life back, what do? You turtle again like a Koopa Troopa who just got stomped on by Mario. I hope he throws your red shell down a piranha plant pipe. Locky 2's more useful than you. And all he does is direct his own snuff film. Come on, you know it. Locky 2 records everything. He records his own snuff film. You know it. He gets off on Mario getting killed by Goombas and Koopas and Bullet Bills and everything under the Mushroom Kingdom seas. And Shy Guys. I don't know why I went off like that, but you know what? It's better than watching this team play. 1 miss by Montreal and 2 brain-dead headers against. Shot themselves in the foot 3 times, and their foot bled out mercifully. I don't know about mercifully, but it bled out. I don't know if your foot could bleed out, but I don't want to find out. Either way, I guess Montreal didn't get up on their good foot. And Vancouver went and said, chop all of them down, every single one down. We're going to make a good playoff win with all the timber around. Never use Joey's chains for them, no. And that's on the keeper for not coming out to it. You got to look both ways. If he was walking on the street, he would have been ran over by an ice cream truck. I'm Jipper, shuffling around the damn road, and he gets ran over by an ice cream truck. He's Jipper. He played the ball straight to Ali, and you got what you deserved. You can't do that. You can't do that. You can't just go shuffling around, not look both ways, and then get ran over by an ice cream truck. Nah. In this case, football goes down the middle of the box, scored because the keeper can't touch it, and it's a horrible clearance. I don't know what was going through that man's head. Not a lick. I don't know. Whiff. Smash it. Just chop at it like it's a cherry tree. Never use Alain's clearances for them, no. But with that being said, oh no, Mr. Bill. Oh no! Where's Sluggo when you need him? Idiot. Slap them around. BTFO. Noah. The flood has been brought. The ark is sinking. Nobody said that as part of the story. But this story's different. A blue wave overtook Noah, and that boat sunk. That ark sunk. He's redder than a fire truck at this point. Because y'all failed. He lost his ratings. Hell, anybody covering this damn league did. I don't give a shit about this club, but when this guy is playing for this club, guess what? That's numbers. Nobody gives a shit about anything else, except maybe LAFC and the LA Galaxy, but it's still a pittance compared to Messi. I'm not happy that these rest of these playoffs, nobody's gonna care whether it's actually the matches or the coverage. It's your fault, Messi. Messi mania is over. And you're going to get peppered at the Club World Cup and the Champions Cup. But hey, at least you play through those for a while. So, good for you. No more rules. No more rules. No more rules. That's what that stadium became. Was no more rules Spamtopia style. I'm surprised there wasn't a freaking pitch invasion. Now, if you want to know how to invade a pitch, ask Ole Miss fans. They'll tell you. They'll tell you how to do it perfectly. They had to try it twice. New York City FC versus New York Red Bulls. They're going to Citi Field. Oh my God. I hope Grimace is sitting in his seat. I hope. You know, You Blew It Productions presents Blue Bombers. That's exactly what it is, because they blew it. Even if it did completely go wrong for them, they still blew it. You Blew It Productions. Blue Bombers. Nobody's going to get that reference unless they had an IntelliVoice. And you're like 60. Well, I have an IntelliVoice and I'm not 60, but well, I just get that reference because I love old games. But it's like, oh, it's like that guy who's playing a video game and he's like, oh, okay. And then he loses a round and he's like, oh, I got to clutch this. Just leans forward and just starts locking in. That's exactly what they did. It's just like lean forward with the controller and lock in. That's exactly what they did. That's exactly what this was. And Honduras was the one like, oh, we're fine. Yeah, he got a beer can thrown in his head. Yeah, sure, whatever. We're going to win. Oh, shit. Oh, no. We're fine. We'll go to extra time. This happened last year. Oh, God. Well, we'll get one back. We're going to go for it. We'll start a fight. Oh. Penalty. Save it. Ah, crap. Then just throw the controller at the wall or whatever. Yeah, that's exactly what they were. What he really meant was, yeah, the drone scandal's coming for me. I'm screwed. Bye. But, you know, at least there's no war in Ba Sing Se is pretty much what he pulled. We know what it's for, but if you don't know, well, I guess you don't know, but who knows? There is no war in Ba Sing Se. There is no drone scandal in Canada, says John Herdman. Big draw that I wasn't live for because, boom. Yeah. Boom. Had to get a haircut. You didn't want me to have a mop for 3 months. Trust me. But besides, this is when you get my thoughts. Y'all have went through the 5th grade. Y'all can read a piece of paper that they pull out. So you didn't need me for the draw. I hated that I missed it too, but y'all have went through the 5th grade. Y'all can read a piece of paper, I'm sure. So now you get my thoughts. And by the way, first off, that trophy is ugly. That charcuterie board ass trophy is ugly. Just, that's what we'll start with. ESPN said it was beautiful. They're blinder than Stevie Wonder. That trophy is ugly. I love spinning title belts, but that's dumb. That trophy's dumb. That it doesn't matter what they think or what the people think of the team they're playing that's across from them. They know they could beat them. They're going to give their all. And they've defended their asses off. They've kicked at people. They've kicked at people. They've spat at people. In theory, they're not Hector Herrera, but you know what I mean. This was more like the Pachuca I was expecting after them beating the shit out of Columbus, literally and figuratively, back in June. I thought we'd be seeing this Pachuca throughout the rest of the year. No, this Pachuca team did lose to Toronto FC, and they finished 13th in the league, but whenever they needed to wake up for something that actually mattered, oh boy, did they wake up. Did it seem like it was June again? It did. And in penalties, it's the luck of the draw. They were really lucky until that number 21 hit and they busted. The dealer puts out 21. You're over that. Game over. Bar, bar, bar. If you're Al-Ali, you went to the Qatar casino and, well, go to casino, spend all your money, watch all your money disappear. The FIFA Challenger Cup Casino, where you can only lose penalty shootouts and somehow win blood diamonds. Blood diamonds. I would rather have the trophy than the blood diamonds. But hey, it's okay because my grandmother likes diamond rings. I know that joke's going to show up twice on the best of reel, right? Yeah. First off, casuals, I think we have to paper pop this one. Yeah, I'm using the NFL pick sheet. Paper pop. 3-0 scoreline doesn't tell the story of this game. Real Madrid were not that good tonight. Pachuca was not that bad tonight. Pachuca fought heavily. They fought very hard to win this game or try to win this game. Did they lose? Yeah, but in the end, what did you expect? What did you expect?